Hey guys, welcome to another Escape from Tarkov video. My name is King Silverdeath. I am a content creator on Twitch, YouTube, and also on Facebook. And you can find me streaming there every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today, we are going to talk about Shooter Born in Heaven because I put a post on Facebook questioning as to what everybody was having the most trouble with at this current state, and I would say majority of the posts, majority of the responses said Shooter Born in Heaven. And you guys are having problems with your 100-meter headshots and everything, so I'm here to help. All right? So we're going to go over a couple specific things, and there will be one constant amongst all this, and that is do not change once you've decided. Okay? I'll explain more later. All right. First off, number one is your gun choice. Your gun choice only matters to a certain degree. Guys, whatever gun you want to use, just pick it. Figure one that you really like. That's the important part, okay? Most any gun will be able to hit at 100 meters or more. Even shotguns can do it, but I don't recommend it because they can be very, very inaccurate at that distance. So with their, even with slug rounds, it can definitely lose accuracy. Go with something that is a DMR or a single shot rifle, something to that degree. You can go with a bolt action. There's no problem with any of those. Just pick one that you like a lot. And, if something affordable is not a bad idea. I wouldn't suggest going with a VPO hunting rifle just because of the drop off, but that's up to you. You can totally do it with that gun. So, all right. Number two is your scope choice. You're going to have to pick between a couple different scopes. You have a lot of different options. Find something that works for you. The one that I have been working with most recently, since I've been using the Vepr Hunter, is the it is the KMZ 1P59 3 to 10 times rifle scope. And the reason I'm looking at that is it fits nicely on the Vepr, but it can fit on anything. I've actually got it on an ADAR also, looking at that. 3 times is a nice distance to already view at, and 10 times is a great amount of zoom, so you can actually get a good close-up of where you're aiming. Now, this is actually pretty cheap from Prapper right now. I think I looked and it was like $23,000. Plus, you're going to have to get some sort of mount for it. So you're looking at an all-in investment somewhere around $30 probably. And that's not bad. That's actually right around the price you would expect for a normal scope anyway. So pick a scope. It doesn't have to be this one. Pick one that works for you. I personally really, really love the Voodoo, but you got to pick one and stay with it. That's got to be your scope. It's the most important thing is sticking with it. All right, going up next is your ammo selection. You have a lot of different options on ammos. Look at the wiki. The wiki is an invaluable source. You have to look at it. All right, guys, find the ammo for the gun that you've chosen. Look down through the list. Find what works the best, and you got to look for something between or around the 40 pen area. You can dip down below that, and as long as it's above 30, you'll probably be able to pen most helmets. However, especially later on in the wipe, 40 pen is a requirement because if it's not going to pen the helmet, there's no point in running it. You're going to have to hit some very specific shots otherwise. So go with something 40 pen or higher, whatever it is. Find it. It can be affordable. That's fine. Find it and stick with it. It is your ammo. That's important. Stick with it. Number 4, suppressor. You're going to want a suppressor. You do not want to fire a shot and then have somebody turn immediately in your direction and start scoping out where you're at, especially if you weren't firing at that person. You were firing at somebody else, because next thing you know, you're getting sniped and you're giving away your position. It's you might save on some money, but you won't save on time because you're going to have to get into position again in your raid. All right, guys, once you got your suppressor, don't change it. That's your suppressor. You just need one. You only need one. It just needs to keep that sound down. All right. Next, spot selection. Go to different maps, check them out in offline mode. It's important because you want to look at spots that are frequently traveled. You've already been playing Tarkov for a little while. You know the areas that you've gone already. Start to look at those, especially if there's scavs that travel that area also, because you can shoot a scav and then proceed to use that scav as a bait for future people walking in that area, because when they go over that and they say, hey, there's a body here, I should check it, it doesn't look looted, I can maybe see if I can get something good off of this scav. And you know what? They probably could, but you're watching that body along with the area. If you see somebody go up to it, you got an easy shot, all right? And the next thing is practice. You're going to have to practice. You're going to find those locations in offline mode. You're going to take in your rifle all the way up to having it equipped with lots of ammo. You're going to shoot scavs, and you're going to get used to your shots. You're going to shoot at locations. One of my favorite things to do, I go to power. I go to the slab right above power, okay, on shoreline, and I'm going to shoot down towards the power building. The power building on the right-hand side, since it's made of brick, has multiple bricks coming down from the top, and it's about 150 meters from that concrete slab down to the power building. If you shoot at a slab and it doesn't hit the mark, you can see about how far off of the point where you were shooting it is, and then you'll know what kind of adjustments you need to be making with your scope to change to 150 meters. Obviously, you can do zeroing. I personally prefer to just adjust your scope just a little bit, up or down, however you need, and eventually you'll start to get that muscle memory. And it's very important, thank you for getting to the end of the video to hear this one, guys, because it's very important not to change your setup, your gun, your suppressor, your ammo, your scope. All that is important so that it all stays the same. Whenever you shoot a shot, it's always going to go in the same spot, because you've seen it happen a dozen times, and so you'll be able to, with muscle memory, aim your gun to a location and hit your headshots 100% of the time. Okay, not 100% of the time. We know this is Tarkov, and there's obviously some accuracy issues, and it depends on what gun and ammo, everything you're using, but honestly, guys, you're going to have more consistency if you use the same equipment every single time. Those are my tips for Shooter Born in Heaven. I don't have specific spots for you guys because you need to figure out your own. If you pick other people's spots, they're going to know exactly where to look for you. You'll know yourselves, looking at extracts and things like that you're looking for those campers. Find the spots where people are going, but that aren't camped frequently. They may not be very great angles, but they can be some angles, and that's all you need. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Go to my Twitch, hit a follow button there. I'm live every Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Done! It's fucking done! I laid that guy out.